Welcome to Help Desk with Joe. This is show number 134, and we are just clicking these numbers off week by week here in Spencer, West Virginia, in the Patch Turned Up studio. And with me, as always, Justin.
Morning.
And Joe.
Morning, guys.
Good morning. Joe Show, what a great day.
Yes.
Clear skies, a little bit cold, but clear skies all the way into work. And
It's supposed to warm up, so
yeah,
I'll take it.
It's going to warm up. It's going to be a great day.
Yep.
It's the first day of spring. Here we go. Right?
Yesterday, I think, but close enough.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the spring is here.
Second day of spring. Woo.
Yeah. you know what I mean.
Yep.
You know the thing with the people.
Yeah. I'll get the date right eventually. I don't even know what day of the week it is.
Keep it up, Dave, and you can run for political office.
This is true.
Yeah, the only reason I know is I added it to the calendar, just like, please get here. Come on, baby.
Well, Justin, I'm shocked that you didn't schedule a run yesterday.
Yeah. Well, he waited till it was a day it was cold, windy, and rainy.
Yeah, a couple of snowflakes came down on us for our nice spring
Straight
race.
rock and roll.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
Good turnout, 49 folks
Wow.
turned out.
It was a little chilly, so yeah, that's a great turnout.
Yeah, we didn't do January and February because normally those are our lowest turnouts, like down around 25 or 30. And so we waited till March here to kick off our Fun Run Race Walk series. Jack Garrett Ford sponsor. Of course, A&M Digital Technologies is sponsor.
Yeah, if we had a crystal ball, we could have done some. There's some real nice days in like February, but
Oh gosh, yeah.
that just
But sure,
came out of nowhere, 70 degrees, and then
Schedule a race and that all would have changed.
Oh yeah, it had been like the snowstorm of the century. It had been like
Yeah.
8 feet of snow, and
Everybody had been like, Justin. We had such a nice day playing and Justin ruined it by scheduling a race.
yeah.
now we can't get out of our house. We're snowed in.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, good kickoff to our Fun Run series. We're really, really happy with our sponsors, again, supporting our community and our kids and our programs. And, what a great thing. Who would have thought, go rewind 2 years into COVID and, Justin and I, Quentin Keaton, Jack Garrett Ford had an idea. He's like, hey, guys, let's get together, have an idea. And he's like, we need to kick off a Ratio 805K series type deal here in Spencer. I was like, man, yeah, I don't know how that'll go. But we had the, Anna, what was her name? She's a Typhoon member. Her brother owned Front Porch there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot. Mom's a nurse. Shoot. I should know. Her mom worked for us for Patch as a site coordinator, and then Anna was in Take It From Us. She's older now, so it's been a while. I'm getting old. My memory's going. Anyway, she started the Ugly Sweater Run downtown, and for a good cause. And we kind of got that ball rolling. We're like, hey, we got the Ugly Sweater. Marie Hedges did the collar run. Started the first collar run here, and we're just like, these gain traction, yeah, and we'll get on board. So good idea by Quentin Keaton, yeah. And look where we are now, 2.5 years later. Got a whole series thing going, 10 races, some events, yeah.
It's a thing now. It's
Yeah.
It's not a one-off. It's an actual
Right.
thing.
Yeah, so good stuff started, good stuff. Anyway, all right, you got some technology news for the day.
Yes.
And did you bring your tin down with you?
Yes,
I'm
I did.
Super
Yes, I
excited
did.
about that. Get that
Yes,
out.
I
Let's
did.
show people. Let me change cameras.
Okay, so this one here.
Maybe.
Just tell me which one to point at.
Yep. You can't really see it. Hand it over this way.
Okay.
So I was out at this marketplace.
Wow.
Yeah, did you not see that, Justin?
No, I didn't know what it. I thought you were just like,
And,
here's some Altoids. I was like,
Yeah. So Shroot Farms Bed and Breakfast Welcome Mints. I saw that and I was like, that's got Joe's name written all over it, baby. And the guy looked at me when I bought them and he's like, is that it? And I was like, oh, that's all I need.
That is it and more.
And Kale was like, well, wait a minute, what about some bazooka gum? I was like, yeah, you're right. So we got that and bazooka gum. So yeah. I was like, I can't pass up the old Shroot Farms Welcome Mints.
No, I mean, yeah.
Who in their right mind could?
Right.
Yeah, anyway.
Your Office Fan membership card could have possibly been at risk if you hadn't.
Yeah. That's Katie was like, really, Dad? I was like, yeah, heck yeah, Joe's gonna love these.
Oh yeah.
She's like, oh, good, okay, they're not for us, good. Although she's a fan of The Office, which surprised me because I was like, how do you not understand this? What's going on here, kid? But yeah, I don't know.
Well, didn't Dwight always kind of like brag about how big their beats were and how their farm was like better than everybody else's?
Oh, yeah.
The best beet farm around?
Yes. I'm glad to go home and watch some Office now.
Go on Peacock.
Yeah.
If you have a paid subscription,
Yeah.
go to the Peacock exclusives. It's the extended versions of the episodes.
Really?
Oh yeah. And
didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think they're up to like the first 4 or 5 seasons, like all the way.
Wow.
And so Steve and I, we went back and watched them, and it's, if you thought the show was funny before, you should see the stuff they actually cut. I mean,
really?
Yeah, it's like, why? I don't see why they couldn't have made that show an hour-long show. Yeah, after you see what they actually cut out, because like there are some one-liners and stuff like that that's just like, oh, that's gold. Why would I understand why, because of time limits, but it's like that's gold right there. That
I gotta say though, I don't like it without Michael Scott.
No. Like the Will Ferrell and
Will Ferrell was in it.
Yeah, he was in for like 2-3 episodes.
Okay,
it was garbage.
I just think when Michael Scott kind of left, it lost a little flavor.
Yeah. No,
for me.
Because it took a different spin
Yeah.
once Michael left. But then once they put Andy in that position, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah.
You have one job, man. There you go.
Ooh, I think he was playing for those, like, you literally see he had one job and on bam, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, so you got some good technology news going today, and then after the 3 stories, you got a tip of the week that is for local people here, local in West Virginia.
Well, our locals in Roane County as well.
Yeah, okay, so yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I always like the tips.
I do too, yeah. So yeah, stay in there for tip of the week if you're local here in Roane County. But anyway, we're kicking it off with YouTube TV.
I was gonna say, Dave, you're sitting there saying I had some good news. Spoiler alert: no good news here except for the tip of the week this week.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, it's YouTube TV, Meta, and Amazon?
Yep.
Daggone it! I don't use YouTube TV, but everybody and their brother uses Facebook. We use it for. Of course, all our patch stuff for social media,
right?
Outlet, and then the Amazon. I use Amazon every day.
Right.
Joe, you're killing me, man.
Hey, I'm just a messenger.
Yeah, I am excited to say our Take It From Us kids are, another side note that Justin has approved. Our Take It From Us kids at the high school are partnering with Chuck Connor and the International Rotary. He's going back to Nepal for one more trip. And if you're not familiar with it, Mr. Connor, as a Rotarian, has spent 15 or 16 years now going to Nepal and sharing educational information between West Virginia and Roane County, specifically in Jackson County, and Nepal, and building schools.
Wow.
Yeah, in these very rural, impoverished villages. And one of the missions for International Rotary. And we've always had a tie to it here from Roane County with our Take It From Us kids. So they're going to do a basket bingo to help raise some funds to buy school supplies and to support that mission. And I always have some people that are like, well, why do we care about what happens in a country that's so far away? And I was like, that's not the point. The point is, it is nice that something happens in Nepal.
Right.
But the benefit for our kids here is they get to, like Mr. Connor already did a presentation for them, they get to have a touch of something that's bigger than just them, bigger than Roane County, bigger than the U.S., an international understanding of what's out in the world, and they get to play a part in that. And Mr. Connor does a presentation for them, which he already did, and that shows pictures and talks about the ideology and what happens in other countries and why it's important. And then he will do a presentation at Domingo, and then he'll do a final presentation when he comes back for those same kids, so that they can see and have that tie and touch to something bigger than themselves. So it's one of the things that our Take It From Us kids do and have done in the past, but taking a hiatus for the last 3 or 4 years, understandably. And, we're so proud to be a part of that. So basket bingo coming up. And Joe,
April 13th. It's a Thursday at the COA.
Yeah, back in business.
Come down, try to win some cool prizes.
Yeah, Denise already has all the all the baskets here in our office ready to go, and then we'll do some silent auction stuff. And then our main final bingo is going to be for a tablet that A&M Digital Technologies is helping us with.
Yeah.
And then Joe Ross calling it, as always. Joe has called every single Thai food basket bingo. So we're proud of that, and we're happy with all the community support, and it's just such a good thing. And it's just wonderful that these kids get to see and be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, and that's amazing. And I'm sitting here thinking, when you tell me that, the last thing in my mind was like, well, who cares about Nepal?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be blunt. That's kind of a jerk move to have that logic.
Well, I mean, it's hard to think about why it's important.
I mean,
I'm with you, because when he first came to me, 16, 17 years ago, I was like, man, I don't know, that's kind of a hard sell. But,
right.
But
yeah, I mean, it's one of those, it's kind of a hard sell because you deal with people with that thought process. But it's like, listen, and you pretty much summarize it eloquently, is these kids not only get to help someone, but it's extending their reach beyond our local community.
Yeah, and that, their mantra is to help our kids here. Everything they do is, it's take it from us, because kids don't take it from adults as well. And they go into the schools once a month to talk to the kids about issues that are important to them, like bullying, making good choices, staying healthy, doing well in school, keeping an eye out for their future and so forth. So it's great that they get to kind of do that in a roundabout way, obviously, but for kids somewhere else.
Right.
And, and one of the main things we always talk about for any of the kids that need a resume builder, they can include that they were part of an international project.
Right.
And it's kind of, I know, they raise some money for it, and but they have that knowledge background. They can talk about, hey, we took on something bigger than just a local issue, and they had a hand in it, and they had the thoughts in it, and, some leadership there. So that's always a good thing.
Absolutely. So hats off to Chuck for taking on such a massive project. I couldn't.
It's crazy.
See, I have a hard enough time trying to think of building a shed behind my house. I couldn't imagine building a school overseas. I mean, that's just mind-boggling to me.
His part of it is making those connections and meeting and working with Rotarians in Nepal and putting together and tying it all together. And what I think is extraordinary and what our kids really love is when he comes back and he talks about the adventure of it. Because a lot of our kids here, won't fly on a plane.
Right.
Don't travel very far. So for them to hear his story of how he has to go through customs, he has to transfer planes in multiple countries. And then when he gets there, he has to get through some of the language barriers and a lot of the cultural barriers. And that's what he talks about a lot, especially with our kids here, is the culture difference.
Right.
Because it's customary. You go into someone's house in Nepal, you drink tea, you sit down, you have a meal. Everything is it's that pleasantries before business.
Yeah.
And he just talks about how, some of the business is great. People go out of the way to help you over there, and then some of it you got to watch for shady characters that are just trying to, take advantage of you.
Right.
And then he talks about traveling, in these rural villages, and it's kind of like backroading here. And our kids, it's funny, our kids
have to ride a motorcycle to get to some of these places.
To some of the villages and hike up the trails, and our kids are like, yeah, you get to go on back roads, not mountains. He's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, some of the back roads are scary and mountains are drop-offs.
Yeah.
And people die all the time there on those kind of deals. But, that's something our kids relate to. They're like, yeah, we could do it. We could go there and, and we'd be okay back roading there. And, So it's kind of crazy because, it's a lot of the schools they build are just block walls with dirt floors, and putting in bathrooms is a big thing. A lot of Nepalese schools don't have bathrooms and stuff, so it's kind of crazy.
Do folks need tickets ahead of time or anything, or they just show up at the COA on
you can
bingo
pre-reserve them for a cheaper price, or show up the day of and get them and pay full price.
Okay. So who do they contact to get
just our office?
Okay. Are we going to throw out the number?
What?
Yeah, they want to call ahead.
927-8047.
Here we go.
And we're very nice about it. Call ahead and let us know you're coming. We'll write your name down and get the cheaper prices. Ticket.
Perfect.
So yeah.
Tell them Joe sent you.
That's right.
That's right. Joe.
It is Joe approved. He gets Joe's stamp of approval.
So yeah, pretty excited to have that come back. Such a good project, and it's so good for our kids. And like I say, I know some people will scoff at it a little bit. And they're like, if you're gonna do something for kids here. We do a ton for the kids here, and this is for our specific high school kids to have that international connection. So, pretty neat. I'm glad we do it. One of my favorite things. Joe Ross is wonderful. He's such a good bingo caller, and he just takes it to heart and does a great job. So, good stuff all the way around.
Yeah, Joe is a legendary bingo caller.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, for like 20 years, he's been just donating his time to the community and efforts.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, anyway, on to YouTube TV.
Yes. So.
Tell me something good, Joe.
Not in this story.
That's a no-go.
Yeah. So, basically, every week I'm coming up with a new story. Well, this person's raising their prices. This person, I'm basically going to start a segment. Just call it insert name here raises prices.
Gosh. Now, I remember we talked about YouTube TV a couple weeks ago, and you were
Right.
talking about how they dropped something, like Major League Baseball or something? Or is that something
Yes.
else?
Yeah, they dropped Major League Baseball.
And they raised their prices, but you said maybe there's negotiation there and it would come back, but anyway, you weren't sure.
Oh, no, that was Hulu Live with Sinclair with the
Oh.
local ABC affiliates.
So Major League Baseball is not coming back to YouTube TV.
No.
Oh boy. All right. Anyway, so YouTube
Well,
TV,
as of right now, no, but.
prices raised, no Major League Baseball. What else could go wrong?
Let me tell you. So YouTube TV is raising their prices an extra $8 per month. The streaming service will be raising its price from $64.99 to $72.99 per month, according to an email sent to subscribers last Thursday. It's the first price hike in nearly 3 years. A statement from YouTube TV said the new price goes into effect last Thursday for new members and on or after April 18th for existing members. The price hike announcement comes days after YouTube TV announced that it would begin testing a multi-view feature that allows YouTube TV subscribers to watch up to 4 pre-selected games simultaneously. YouTube TV is also lowering its price for its 4K Plus add-on from $20 to $10 per month, according to the letter.
Oh boy.
So they're raising their prices $8 a month, but if you're a sports fan, and I actually did see a post on Facebook this past weekend, somebody was testing out that 4-game simultaneous view.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. They was, I think it was watching soccer games. They had like 4 different soccer games going at the same time.
You know, the only cool part about that story is the soccer game part.
Yeah.
No, I understand. I've been in a situation where I'd like to watch 2 things at once.
Yes.
You know, like, oh man, really good game going on here, and then, you know, I'd love to keep tabs on that. So you sit there and you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know if it's worth the raised price though.
I don't either.
Although it would be cool watching 4 soccer games.
Justin, where do you fall on this? Is the $8 worth the multi-view?
Not for me personally. Pretty big hike, yeah.
That seems pretty. I mean, what's 8 times 12? I guess so. 88, 96.
96, yeah.
96 extra dollars. How often? Well, I guess, I mean, if you watch sports every weekend.
Right, but here's the thing. This isn't an add-on. This is just part of your deal. So if you're not a sports fan...
Well, that's what I mean. If you watch sports every weekend and it's a big thing for you, because I assume like NFL games and stuff like that are part of it.
I would assume.
So like if you're a big football fan, you know, college sports. So if you're watching, you know, that's 52 weeks and 2 days of sports. So that's 104 days. So you're paying less than $1 a day to be able to watch multiple games. And I know like college football is a big deal.
Right.
People go back and forth on games. And pro, I don't know if that's as big a deal. I mean, I kind of assume so. But I know there's a bunch of college games on like Saturdays. So, I mean, for less than $1 a day that you're going to watch that, that's probably not a bad deal. Now, if you're not a sports fan, though, I don't know. That probably would not be worth it.
No, so in my opinion, for what it's worth,
yeah,
I would like to have seen YouTube keep the price where it's at and then offer this as an add-on.
Right.
Of course, they won't make as much money, but they wouldn't also make our headlines.
Yeah. Look what these scoundrels are doing.
Yeah.
Huh. What's the total price?
It's going from $65 to $73 a month.
Yeah, man, I don't know that. I don't have TV, so I don't know how that works. But what's the average? What would you say is a good cost for a subscription?
The average nowadays is about $60 to $65 a month.
Okay, so they're a little above then.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's worth it unless you're like a diehard sports fan.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, granted, there are some bells and whistles. You get unlimited DVR storage. There is some add-ons besides getting just your channels, but is it worth it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is
Not to me.
Is that an actual DVR? Or
It's a cloud-based DVR.
Yeah. Just works through your smart TV or something?
Yeah, you just it's literally just its own section. You tab down and just click DVR, and it shows you all your recordings.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. YouTube TV jacking up the price. Some small add-on, not an add-on.
Yeah,
Small features.
Yeah.
Added.
Hmm.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a TV, and I don't think Justin watches a lot of TV, so that's on you, Joe, to determine whether that's a good deal or not. I'm assuming since you said no good news, this is not good news.
Well, $8. Well, I'm looking at it from the consumer standpoint of okay, we're raising your price $8 a month, and oh, by the way, we're going to give you a feature that you may or may not use.
Yeah.
That's kind of a hard.
Sounds like a situation of bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't know who thought of this dumb idea, but bloody brilliant. How can it not work?
Yeah. And speaking of dumb ideas, this moves us right into our second story.
Here we go with Meta. Already moving Meta. So last week you talked about Meta was going to combine Messenger back in.
Yeah.
Which I went through all the trouble of getting Messenger separate.
Right.
And now it's coming back.
Yeah. So somebody had a smart idea and goes, hey, why don't we put everything back in one app? And somebody goes, bloody brilliant. So then some other nitwit in the back corner goes, hey, I got an idea. And here's what his idea is. Meta launches paid verification on Instagram and Facebook in the U.S. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced that the company is rolling out Meta Verified on Instagram and Facebook in the U.S. The subscription service, which first launched in Australia and New Zealand last month, allows users to add a coveted blue check mark to their Instagram and Facebook accounts for a monthly fee. Meta Verified costs $11.99 per month on the web and $14.99 per month on mobile. Meta Verified is rolling out in the U.S., says Zuckerberg on Friday on the Meta channel on Instagram. You can get a badge, proactive impersonation protection, and direct access to customer support. End quote. You can join the wait list to sign up for the subscription service starting last Friday. In addition to the monthly fee, you have to be at least 18 years old. You need to complete the verification process to provide government-issued photo ID to confirm your identity before being approved for the Meta Verified subscription. Two-factor authentication is also required. Meta Verified subscribers won't be able to change their profile name, photo, username, or date of birth unless they're willing to complete the verification process again. Meta Verified comes with exclusive stickers on Facebook and Instagram stories and Facebook Reels, along with 100 stars a month that you can show your support to your creators. Zuckerberg is borrowing from Elon Musk's playbook with the new Meta Verified offering. Also, after the Tesla CEO acquired Twitter last fall, the social network debuted a paid verification for $8 per month through the revamped Blue subscription service. However, unlike Twitter's playbook, users who are already verified on Instagram and Facebook won't have to pay for their verification. Musk has promised to get rid of legacy verification badges, but hasn't done so yet. So guys, if you have an extra $12, $15 a month burning your hole in the pocket, why not just throw it out the window and throw it to Facebook?
Wow. That's like almost $200 a month, or a year.
Yeah.
Just to be verified, and you have to send them a picture of your government.
Yeah, that was like a huge red flag for me. It's like, okay, so
yeah, don't they already have issues with information being lost?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, not only will you pay us every month, but won't you go ahead and send us more information about yourself for that we can data mine about?
Oh yeah.
And lose and fall in the wrong hands.
And sell.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I know there are hot shots out there, celebrities and stuff. They're going to do it just to do it, but for the average person, I gotta think, who cares?
Well, and here we sat and made fun of Twitter doing this, and Facebook's going, we've got this figured out. Like, really? You know, a bad idea is a bad idea is a bad idea. I don't care how you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a bad idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, did you not learn when these people got these verified accounts on Twitter and posed as like these large pharmaceutical companies saying, "Hey, we're going to give like insulin out for free," and everybody cheered, and then then the real pharmaceutical company came back and said, "Oh no, we didn't say that. We can't do that." It's like, did you not learn about that fiasco? And you're going, "Oh well, we can do it better."
Yeah. We have the ability to keep check on that.
Yeah.
Like we do everything else.
Yeah.
I thought the whole thing was kind of more geared towards like celebrities, you know. So
Well, it's
I couldn't create. If I tried to create like Joe McDonald, it'd be like, whoa, you're not like the real Joe McDonald.
Well, with Twitter, when they first set it up, you could just pay your $8 a month and say, "Yeah, you're Joe McDonald."
Mm-hmm.
But now Facebook and Instagram's going to say, "Okay, well if you're Joe McDonald, let's see your driver's license
Yeah.
to make sure you are Joe McDonald."
Because I thought the blue mark was like, you know, if some guy was named Michael Jordan, it would put the blue by like, you know, the one that people actually know.
Yeah,
about.
they did. That was the whole thing. Was like this is the business or famous person that you are looking for. This is that.
Yeah.
We verified that this is
the real person.
Yeah, the real deal. But yet now they're saying, "Oh well, if you want to verify that you are who you say you are, yeah, you kind of got to pay us for that." And literally, it's for nothing. It's a blue check mark. It's a picture, people. Come on. I mean, you literally get nothing tangible out of this, other than the cloud of, "Hey, look at me, I got a blue check mark."
Well, I see where Justin's saying though, because you could be the fake Michael Jordan, and people would get duped by that.
Yeah. Can a guy named Michael Jordan now get a blue check mark and he'll look just like
verified?
Well, as long as he doesn't
if he pays.
try to. Well, I think if he pays and proves that his name is Michael Jordan and doesn't like try to pose as the Michael Jordan, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and then.
Well, wait a minute. Is not posing as someone else?
Well, like you don't have your profile picture as the Michael.
Well, that's
Jordan.
what I mean. I wonder if they would stop you from doing that. Is that part of? I mean, they're just verifying you are who you say you are.
Well, true.
But I wonder. And they said you can't change your picture.
Well, no, you can't
just
change
put
your name.
in.
No, you can change your picture. You just can't change your name.
Okay. Because you could put Michael Jordan's picture on there if they didn't catch it.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a dumb idea.
If everybody, like the blue thing, the check marks will become super common, and then there'll be like a gold check mark, and that'll be like the new blue check mark.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant.
Yeah. If we
Thanks,
change
Justin.
Yeah.
Now we got 2 check marks maybe.
Yeah. Fast forward
$100
next
a month.
week. Yeah.
And then there's going to be a star.
Yeah. The blue is for you peasant users.
Yeah.
The gold is for us elitists.
And then you get super elite with a gold star.
Yeah.
If you don't even have a blue, you might as well just
You hang it up.
Yeah.
jump off a
Don't even be
cliff.
a participating member. That's pretty extreme.
Yeah.
Jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Time out. How about we just say, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Stand
help me
down.
if I come in next week with a new story that says that I'm blaming Justin 100%.
Yeah.
Just get ready. You will get
Our
full.
phones just listen to it and they're immediately
Yeah.
alerting Facebook. You need a gold star, a gold check mark.
Yeah. If I see one ad on my Facebook feed that says now gold verified, Justin, you will get a hate text about midnight.
Really though, Justin, you should email it up to somebody.
Yeah.
And be like, listen, I want a finder's fee, but the next evolution of this deal is
Yeah.
a gold check mark.
Yeah. Start out with I have an idea.
Because you know, he's right. All the elites
Oh, yeah.
would go for that.
Oh, absolutely.
You peasants are blue, but mine's gold.
Yeah.
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 Gold, baby.
And if you're a member of the Billionaires Club, you get platinum.
Ooh,
Yeah.
see now, here we go. We should be in these meetings.
Yeah.
Who listening here doesn't understand? We need in those meetings.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
just, we just came up with it.
Yeah, we need it's a social media class system.
Yeah. Marx is rolling over in his grave. Like, here we go. And I'm referring to Karl Marx. I don't know that he's a thing anymore.
But still.
Very misunderstood, but I don't know that he's a thing. Either of you know anything about Karl Marx?
I know that he came up with was it he the one that came up with the Marx system?
Well, it's just about class warfare.
Yeah.
If the rich get too rich and the poor get too poor, there's too big a gap, there will be disdain. That's all he said. But, you know, got written into history. So yeah, class warfare. There you go. That's your history lesson for the day.
Oh, there we go.
Just what you needed to know. Because you elitists have the gold and platinum.
Yeah.
Us peasants in the blue. I'm not even into. What happens if you're not even into blue?
You just don't have a check mark.
I don't exist.
Yeah. So at least you're being good company because I'm not paying $8 or $14.99, whatever the price is.
Everybody out there is just like, yeah, Joe and Dave and probably Justin. In good company.
Yeah, funny that the only thing they're really giving you is like some exclusive stickers or something. That's
Yeah.
It seems kind of like
Yeah.
demeaning. Like, here you go, little kid, have some stickers.
And the thing of it is, it's not physical stickers.
Yeah.
It's like it's just digital.
But that's how the elitists work. They just want that little bit of status.
Yeah,
Take that in $1 and go buy you a cup of coffee.
And that's why we're unverified.
because of comments like that.
Yeah. Joe is not allowed into that club, and neither are his friends.
Joe and Associates.
Yeah. These three clowns will never be verified. Making fun of our system. We're barred for life.
Yeah.
It's all right. Anyway, Meta. My gosh. Oh, now that you talk about it and keep saying, our mantra has been, if somebody were in these meetings, after this stuff goes on, I would love to be in these meetings.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
I mean, before I felt like we were just joking about it, but now I'm kind of curious. I'd like to sit in the back and just listen to how this goes down.
Yeah, because if this is the best idea that came out of that meeting, I want to hear the dumb ideas. What they classify as dumb ideas.
Yeah.
You just blew my mind, Joe. You're right. There's probably 1,000 ideas that are like, no, that's stupid.
Yeah.
This is the winner, but all those other ones, just stupid.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. What gets worse than that?
Yeah. What doesn't make the cut?
Like a bad blooper reel. They're talking about, what did he just say?
Run it by me again. I must have
Bloody
heard it wrong.
brilliant guy, if you say a word. It's on, baby. Oh, man. That's true. I mean, because that's a winning conversation. Hey, we're going to charge. They're going to buy this little blue chip, get their sticker like a kindergartner, and have a good day. And
Yeah.
all will be well in the world.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
You know what? This is better than, I bet in that meeting, like, hey, this is better than what YouTube TV's doing.
Yeah.
You don't get anything for that money.
Yeah.
2 stinker stories right off the bat, Joe.
Don't ruin my day with Amazon, Joe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anything better coming up?
I told you, tip of the week.
Gosh. Tell us about Amazon then. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hit us with the third. What is that? Bad luck comes in strings of 3.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So Amazon no longer sells print and Kindle magazines. The company will stop sending out new issues on September 4th.
I didn't even know they did that. Hold on. What is it?
Magazines. Amazon's going to stop selling actual print magazines and Kindle versions of the magazines.
Like regular magazines?
So you can no longer...
That's a thing. You
Apparently,
mean like you just order magazines, or they do like subscriptions
subscriptions.
through Amazon?
Well, apparently it was a thing.
That's, yeah.
It's no longer a thing.
It's not the first place
Don't worry about it. It's gone.
I'd think to type in, I'll
I need
go
a
to Amazon and
magazine,
get a
yeah.
magazine.
I need a
Yeah.
magazine.
Yeah.
I've been wanting Newfield and Stream subscription. Let's go to Amazon.
Yeah.
Surely they got it.
They have everything.
That's probably the mentality though.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on Amazon. Hey, why not? Subscription to my magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, I have, I got Racer X and Men's Health subscriptions, but I agree, Justin. I never would have thought to go to Amazon.
Right.
Why not just go straight to the place?
Right.
I mean, apparently that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So, somebody said to Amazon, hey, you know what we need, boys? Subscription to magazines, because who wants to go directly to when you could go through our Amazon?
Yeah, because the physical magazine, that's kind of old news, but if we sell it, it's
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
be good.
Gosh, bloody brilliant.
The Kindle thing makes sense, I guess, for people that want like everything on their Kindle, magazines and books and everything.
Yeah, but cutting ties across the board, I can understand them getting out of the print business, but the Kindle magazine, I don't quite understand the logic on that one.
Did they offer up any explanation?
So, you're no longer like, So you can no longer buy either print or Kindle newsstand magazine subscriptions on Amazon, magazine or newspaper, as the company appears to implement the yet another cost-cutting measure. The e-commerce giant announced that it was halting newsstand subscriptions on March 9th via The Verge, and the change was taking effect that very day. If you have an annual subscription, it will not be renewed as well. You can continue managing your subscriptions, such as changing your delivery address through Amazon until June 5th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But after that, you'll have to get in touch with the publisher for the inquiry. Finally, Amazon will be only sending out the latest issues for your magazine and newspapers until September 4th. The good news is you'll still be able to access all digital issues you have already been delivered, and Amazon will send you a prorated refund for any undelivered issue.
I still don't get it. So for this to happen, the print magazine people would have to give them a deal.
Right.
And then they would make a little bit of money on just, drop shipping it to you, just like the magazine company probably would.
Or who's to say the magazine company didn't drop ship it directly anyway?
Well, I'm just saying, all Amazon really had in it was add this subscription, and we take a portion of the fee.
Right.
I wonder if the magazines are like, all right, fine, you're not doing enough business that we don't need to give you a break to get an extra subscription, or if Amazon's like, it's just not worth the computer trouble.
Or it might be a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, that's the only way I could see this having some sort of impact.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's not worth the money or
The hassle.
for either one of them. Yeah, not
Right.
worth it.
Right.
But interesting. Huh.
Mhm.
I still can't get past the thought of I never would have went to Amazon for a subscription for a magazine.
Me either. I'm with you guys. I would have went directly to the company that I was wanting.
Yeah, I mean that's
So it looks like now you do have to go back to the
90% of stuff I do think like, well, Amazon's got it, but magazines, that's not where I'd go.
It didn't even touch the radar.
Nope.
I'm
I
gonna
need a
look
new
up-
spatula. Yep, Amazon. Pizza cutter.
What? That's what you're gonna search Amazon for?
Oh yeah, they got the thing that annoys me sometimes about Amazon is just the sheer number of choices. I'm like, I come there for like a dish drying rack, to put your dishes you just washed,
Right.
and they've got like so many. I'm just like, man. You start looking at reviews, and then you throw up your hands. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to Walmart or wherever else.
Well, then you got people like me going, okay, yeah, I need a dish drying rack, but I want the one that has like the most bells and whistles. I wanted like self heats and has Bluetooth. Why? Just because.
Wow.
And just goes for the most, craziest thing like you can get that doesn't cost like a small fortune. It's like, okay, what can I get that does more than just dry dishes? I mean, what else can this thing do?
So I looked up Amazon and magazine subscription, and one that caught my eye, Sculpture Magazine. January and February, volume 41.
You got a magazine for everything.
Please note, all these magazines are pet and smoke free. Okay.
Okay, so somebody must be selling their magazine collection.
No address label, straight from the newsstand. $10.69 for that one magazine.
And Dave is adding to cart.
I will not be adding a cart, but I just think it's interesting. But they have like Birds and Blooms. You get it on Kindle Unlimited. It's free. They have a lot of free. Cosmopolitan.
Mm-hmm.
It's free on Kindle Unlimited. Travel and Leisure, Food and Wine, Country Living. You do have to pay for highlights, the kids.
Yeah, the kids magazine.
Yeah. And it says I can buy it. Southern Living free, Reader's Digest free, Good Housekeeping free.
Joe, you think anything will come of the TikTok ban or sales?
Yeah, what's going on there, Joe? Did you figure something out?
No, I haven't figured
Or
anything.
is this going to come and go like it did before?
That is a very good question.
Feels like deja vu. Right
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. I'm still kind of up in the air on this. Literally,
I gotta think there's something going on.
yeah, I've been closely monitoring the story, and literally the only conclusion that I can come up with is maybe there is, maybe there isn't some kind of goopy data mining that China's doing. Only thing I can go on that is U.S. don't like competition.
Yeah, and you mentioned that before, that just keeping an interest in U.S. business, but I really don't think that doesn't seem like what the government said, 4 or 5 years ago, and it doesn't seem to be what they're saying now.
Right.
Now, I agree with you. It's not beyond our government to get their pockets lined to make some decisions.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like there's something, especially with the Chinese air balloon ordeal.
Right.
Makes me think, time out. There's some underlying factor here that we just don't know and they're not willing to talk about.
Yeah, and see, that's where it gets slippery because, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy enough to be believable. It's like, okay, yeah, what are they actually doing that could be sketchy?
Yeah.
But yet, on the flip side of the coin, you also have companies like Meta and Twitter that are literally copycatting what TikTok is known for.
Yeah.
And saying they're the bad guy. So.
Well, and that's the thing. It's just videos.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what's so detrimental. I mean, other than the social outcome being detrimental. But now I would say there's a lot of political stuff happening because China sided with Putin and Russia in this latest ordeal of pushing communism. So I don't know. Maybe it's a political move.
See, yeah, that's where it gets murky real quick because there are so many avenues to go down on this, and we like a good conspiracy theory.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so you're thinking, okay, is there some legitimate to this, or are there backdoor deals being made as a result?
Yeah, TikTok's got a ton of money though.
Right.
I mean, my gosh.
Well, and see, that's the thing. Is like
they're above iPhone or Apple status as
right.
far as commerce.
Right, because they had ads on the Super Bowl. And I mean, it's not like they haven't spent money for advertising on major markets. I mean, they advertise on the Super Bowl, for crying out loud.
It wouldn't be beyond some of our, I'll say, Congress people.
Mm-hmm.
To bring this up just so they get their pockets lined a little bit.
Do they even allow TikTok in China? I mean, don't they censor a ton of the internet?
Well, see, now this is where it gets really interesting.
That's a great question.
Well, this is where it gets really interesting because there are a lot of videos on TikTok right now. So people saying exactly that. It's going, wait a minute. They're saying, no, wait a minute. If we're on any of these other platforms, we get censored.
Yeah.
We can go on TikTok, say the exact same thing, and it goes right on through, no problem. So is that part of the problem why they're wanting to shut it down? Because TikTok is letting people say and do within reason.
Yeah, less regulation.
Yeah, than what.
Well, I thought though TikTok was doing a lot of proactive stuff for children. Right?
They are, but
safety of children.
But
maybe it's just a sneaky deal.
Well, but it seems like on TikTok you have a little more freedom of speech than you do on like Facebook.
Unless you're Chinese.
Right. Case in point, when we
they lock you up for saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. When I talked about the social dilemma.
Yeah.
Facebook struck it down.
Nice.
And I did not go one way there. I just said, hey, I watched the social dilemma, and Facebook struck it down for whatever.
Yeah.
For hate speech or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
TikTok, I could have said, "Hey, I watched the social dilemma," and they don't care.
Right.
So it's like, is that? Well, Justin's point is that part of the problem? Is they're a little more loose on what you can say on there?
My Facebook just went off and said you just said something.
Yeah, probably.
Transmission cut.
Yeah. Is that the problem? So that's where there's too many question marks and not enough periods.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It's very weird.
Yes, because going back to 2020 when President Trump said, "Hey, we need to watch this company. They're a Chinese company. We don't know what they're doing." Everybody just laughed and said, "Oh, sit down, shut up, and you don't know what you're talking about."
Everybody's like, "We're not giving up our TikTok."
You don't know what you're talking about. Don't trust that man. He's talking crazy. Here we are 3 years later. It's pretty much the same song and dance. People's going, "Hey, maybe there is some truth to that." So I'm going, okay, what's changed? Other than they're more popular now than they was then, they could have been that bug that you could have squashed. Now this bug is huge,
Or
and a can of Raid's not good enough to get rid of it.
they got their payout then, and they want more.
Ooh.
I mean, that's how mobsters work, man. They
True.
just keep shaking the tree.
See, this is what makes it interesting. There's so many avenues we can go on this, but yep.
Yeah.
Will we ever find out the truth to it?
I bet there were a lot of people criticizing Trump about that. I never thought, like, to me, I was just like, interesting. I don't have one opinion, one way or the other. I don't think it's a necessarily crazy idea if you think a foreign government having access to massive amounts of data is a threat. I'm willing to hear the argument, but
Yeah.
We had the talk, and I took the side of commerce. I was like, if you're a capitalist, which we claim to be, you shouldn't interfere with business. Business is business, and if the subscribers don't want their information given away, then don't subscribe.
Well, like if there was like a phone service that China could tap into at any time and record all their calls, I mean, that would be a little more clear and obvious. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
that can't be allowed. But I don't know.
And see,
what they can do with videos of people dancing, how they can use that, but I'm sure somebody could find some creative way to use it negatively and nefariously.
right.
Here's what I don't understand, and this stirs up a whole can of worms, but our government can pass out video of the Congressional Capitol Complex, and then we worry about TikTok. So like you said, somebody dancing.
Yeah.
I'm like, time out. Some things need to take precedence here, people. Which is a whole different ball game, but I'm just like, it's so. I guess my point is this: it's so natural just to share information now. Like it used to be, and I don't know. I'm older. I'm almost 50. It used to be that you didn't share any government information, period, and now it's become a you must.
Yeah.
You must share this information.
Well, that's
people need to know, and I'm like, no. People are knuckleheads. They don't need to know everything.
Well,
but social media's kind of driven us that direction.
Yeah.
So now I'm not sure where this falls because it's such a gray area anymore.
Right.
Everybody knows everything already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's.
And what would the ban look like? How, Joe, technology guy, how would you actually implement that?
That's a great question.
Would that be pretty easy to, when someone opens their phone,
it's basically going
take
to
it off the App Store, basically, or?
Well, it'll basically end up being a whack-a-mole deal. And here's what'll happen. What they could do is they could force all the internet service providers in the U.S. ban the IP address to TikTok and connection to TikTok servers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to stop you, or more than likely shouldn't stop you, from downloading a VPN program on your computer, make it look like you're in another country that allows TikTok, and pick right up where you left off. So it's kind of a whack-a-mole deal.
Can you do it on your phone?
Oh yeah.
Stock in the VPN companies might go through the roof.
Bingo.
Oh,
maybe they're behind all this. Like ExpressVPN.
Somebody sitting here saying, "Yeah, I have a solution to all this."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
And there's no way around those.
Unless the VPN provider self-blocks those entries in there.
Yeah, couldn't they force all the VPN guys to do the same?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very possible. That's why I'm saying we're hitting uncharted waters, because I've never heard of them blocking a major website like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go on the dark web, for crying out loud, and get who knows what.
It does kind of seem like a can of worms you maybe don't want to open.
I bet, though, out of all this conversation, somebody out there listening is like, wait a minute. What am I going to do for those 6 hours a day that I watch TikTok? What? Time out. What?
Yeah. Well, there is an alternative that I have downloaded and have been looking into, it's a U.S. base. It's not as fancy as TikTok, but honestly, in the last week or two, it has actually started gaining more traction.
I was thinking about that yesterday. It's like, why won't we just start a U.S.-based TikTok and go?
There is. It's called Clapper, but I tell you, you can tell that it's still fairly new.
Oh yeah.
Because it doesn't have the bells and whistles, and its algorithms are just crazy because it's still trying to figure. When you first create an account, it just throws some of the weirdest stuff at you, trying to figure out what you like. And when I say weird, it's
Starting all over.
Yeah, it's like I don't even. I go in there, upload my content, and I leave. It's like I don't even want to see. I mean,
you're like a bad UPS driver throwing the package on the porch.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yes,
You're
yes.
throwing it from 30 yards away.
Yeah.
I'm out of here as fast as I can.
Yeah, it's like so crazy. It's like I call it TikTok. If you order TikTok from Wish.com, crazy.
Oh boy, yeah. Where we're going with this technology ordeal, I don't know. But I guess we're all on the bus together, and the wheels go round and round
Until they fall off.
Dave, didn't you say you talked to like a younger kid who you asked him what he did over the weekend? He said watch TikTok.
TikTok all weekend forever.
Wow.
I was like,
It's become the new.
Are your
like-
eyeballs on fire? And I was like, oh man, my eyes are tired.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. That's what. Yeah.
My eyeballs
I
are
think-
tired just thinking about it.
Their comment was they watched 6 straight hours of TikTok, and then did whatever, like got up and ate or something, and then came back and watched more. But 6 straight hours. So like, you did what for 6 hours? It's like, yeah, I just watched TikTok.
Wow.
6 straight hours. Like, does it not run out of videos? It's like, nah, plenty.
Well, I can tell you that.
Wow.
I can tell you from our analytics, they're not pulling any of my content.
Well, they're a kid.
Yeah, but apparently my content doesn't hit their spectrum
Yeah.
or their algorithms.
Maybe you'll have some success on Clapper.
Actually, the numbers are looking promising.
Nice. American made.
Oh,
Made in
yeah.
the USA, baby.
America.
Here we go. Gosh. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do TikTok or Snap or any of that crap.
I have Snapchat on my phone, but I don't use it.
Don't you lie, Joe. You tried snapping me the other day.
Well, how'd you know? You don't even have the app.
That's how I know, because you're like, hey, look at your Snap. I'm like, I don't have it, buddy. You're like, oh, okay. Never mind. Here's a regular text then.
Yeah, being in the tech world, I kind of have to expose myself to this stuff, and to this day, I still have no. I still can't tell you what a valid reason Snapchat is.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Anyway, tip of the week that affects locals.
Yes.
Moving on. Thank you, Justin.
Yep.
That's,
Yep.
So, this week's tip of the week is actually something good.
awesome. We need a little lift me up because I'm depressed.
Yeah, after this episode.
Gosh.
So, the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, has a program called the Affordable Connectivity Program. And the Affordable Connectivity Program is an FCC program that helps connect families and households struggling to afford internet service. Here's what you get. You can get up to $30 a month, $30 per month discount on your internet service,
Mm-hmm.
up to $75 per month discount for households on qualifying tribal lands, and a one-time discount of up to $100 for a laptop, desktop computer, or tablet purchased through a participating partner. And the website is affordableconnectivity.gov to submit an application or print a mail-in application. So you're probably asking who's eligible. A household is eligible for the Affordable Connectivity Program if the household income is below the 200% of federal poverty guidelines, or if a member of the household meets at least one of the criteria below. Participates in any of the following assistance programs: SNAP, Medicaid, Federal Public Housing Assistance, Veterans Pension or Survivor Benefits, SSI, WIC, or Lifeline. It participates in any of the tribal-specific programs: Bureau of Indian Affairs, General Assistance, Tribal TANF, Food Distribution Program on Indian Reservations, or Tribal Head Start, which is income-based.
All right. So if you're asking if you're eligible, so for a one-person household, you have to be below 14.5.
Okay.
2 people, 19.7.
Okay.
3 people, 24.8. 4 people, 30,000. 5 people, 35. And it goes down to 8 people. But you know,
There's your scale.
that's not very good.
No.
I mean, that doesn't help anybody in the middle.
Right.
I mean, let's do some quick math here.
Okay, so you do that. I'll
Yeah,
go
you
through the
can
rest.
do that.
I have 3 more
Oh boy.
criteria. Eligibility. Participates in the free and reduced price school lunch program or the school breakfast program, including through the USDA community eligibility provision. Received a federal Pell Grant during a current award year, or meets the eligibility criteria for a participating broadband provider's existing low-income internet program. So there are 2 steps to enroll. Again, the first step is to go to affordableconnectivity.gov to submit an application or to print a mail-in application. And the second step is contact your preferred participating provider to select an eligible plan and have the discount applied to your bill. Some providers have an alternative application that they will ask for you to complete. Eligible households must both apply for the program and contact a participating provider to select a service plan.
This doesn't even make sense, Joe.
Okay.
To me. Now, I'm not a math whiz. We'll state that up front. But I can figure out that this is $7 an hour, which is below minimum wage.
Yeah.
For a 40-hour work week. So you'd have to, let me work it the other way then.
So for more information, go to affordableconnectivity.gov or call 877-384-2575 or visit fcc.gov/ACP for more information.
So you'd have to work 32 hours a week max at minimum wage to qualify for this.
Okay.
Which means you'd have to be a part-time worker that does not work more than 32 hours a week
To be eligible.
to be eligible. Which is kind of crazy because, I mean, at that point, the standard of living, you're below poverty.
Right.
Hold on now. 200%. This is just, I think this gave me the wrong. Yeah, this gave me the wrong thing. Because that's the poverty level, so it's 200% above that. So it'd be 28,000 for one.
Okay.
And 19,000 or 39,000 for two, and 50,000 for three. Okay, that's more manageable. I understand that better.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to run that.
Just going
Disclaimer: I
around.
was not a mathematician. So 200% of
Yeah.
14,500.
Which in Roane County that qualifies
Yeah,
a lot of people.
that would qualify a lot of people. Okay, yeah, because it would be 28 and change for one person.
Yeah.
40 for two, and like say 50 for three, 60 for four. So yeah, that's doable. That's about right. Okay. So yeah.
So if you qualify by any of these means that I mentioned, please check out the affordableconnectivity.gov and sign up and see if you can get a discount on your internet.
I like it.
I guess I could have just went to the affordable connectivity first, but instead I typed in 200% of the federal poverty line.
Yeah.
Is it through it? Did it say if it's through the FCC.gov, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's FCC.gov.
/ACP.
Yeah, so that takes you to it.
And the application is at affordableconnectivity.gov.
It's still weird though, because even there it takes you to says income is at or below 200% of the federal poverty guidelines. It takes you to where I was, the federal poverty guidelines, instead of just giving you a number.
Right.
Why didn't it just give you a scale? Because now I gotta do the daggone math. We know how that works out. So I'm gonna try this again. So 14.5 times point. Yeah, so that's about double. So I guess you could just go that scale and double it like I did. Instead of them just providing you one. Huh. Okay. Good news for people here.
Yes.
And it has a big 2 steps to enroll, submit an application that you can print and mail it out. And you contact your preferred participating provider and select a plan. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it is good news, Joe.
See?
Because, I mean, you know, it's hard to get connected around here in general, but B, you know, if you have kids, it's important to be connected.
Right. So
Okay.
at least there's options and it's affordable, because if COVID taught us anything,
Well,
is
yes.
the internet. Internet is
Connectivity.
a requirement.
Yeah, it is. My gosh, especially for kids. If you have kids, they got to be able to do their schoolwork. Okay. That is good news, Joe. Good job.
Thank you.
The 3 first ones were kind of bummers. I don't know where TikTok falls.
I think that's still kind of up in the air. We kind of waiting for the
I
dust
don't
to
have
settle.
It, so I don't care either way.
No,
We all know
no
the
dancer
detrimental
videos from
effects.
Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, okay. All right. Anything else we need to add?
I'm good. I'm good if you guys are good.
fcc.gov/ACP.
There we go.
Get connected. Get your discount.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Justin, get connected. And then you can watch your TikToks
All night long.
All weekend.
Yeah.
all weekend. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. So there's a lot of, it's weird. There's a lot of bad news lately.
Yeah, we talked a little bit on the show about, with the Silicon Valley and the tech field where they're laying off lots of people, but it's actually a net.
Yeah, net gain.
I mean, is there any sort of, is there anything similar with just the way prices are going up? Maybe prices were at an all-time low, and then they go up a little bit, but they're still overall better than
A little bit.
they could be, or is this just a steady increase?
It's just,
I still think when you have petroleum companies making their highest gains ever,
Mm-hmm.
and gas is super high, but yet oil is like $80 a barrel, that's bad news for the consumer. That's price gouging.
well, and I also heard.
And that's an easy one to pick on.
Yeah, well, I heard on the radio, I think it was Thursday or Friday, it said, get ready, the cost of gas is going up. The demand has gone down.
Yeah.
But the demand has slightly gone up in China. So just to be safe, they're going to raise prices again. I'm going to wait a minute.
Yeah.
As a business owner, if I'm not selling as much of a product, the last thing I'm going to do is raise the prices, because that just doesn't work. I've never raised a price on a product that's not selling, and all of a sudden sell twice as many. It's never worked for me, so apparently I haven't figured it out. But it just simple logic says if the demand is down, the price should come down. It shouldn't go up.
Yeah, I think though the distinction is everybody needs gas and oil. We are unfortunately, and Joe, I know some people won't like this, but unfortunately we're not on the renewable train yet. So gas and oil are a major part of our lifestyle. I mean, I drive 2 tanks of gas a week, no
Right.
problem.
Right.
So I'm part of that deal. I mean, I'm supporting Shell and Exxon and,
And cry at the pump every time.
I know. I got gas yesterday. I was just like, oh, it's only Monday and I'm already filling up. And, and I'll get gas again around Thursday. But, it's kind of crazy, but they have us literally over a barrel. Pun intended.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of like natural gas. I have a lot of family in the natural gas industry.
Mhm.
And,
Right.
They do a good job. They work their tails off.
Right.
But yet natural gas went up like 40% this year. And I'm just like, man, what a beating to take. If you're middle class and winter it gets cold.
But and the thing of it is, the money's not going to the employees. The people that are actually busting their butt to make these jobs
it's
happen.
going to the administration
Yeah.
and the shareholders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy when you think in terms of that, but
Yeah, as long as I wouldn't feel so bad if the employees were reaping some benefit of this, but all they're reaping out of is more work and more aggravation.
Yeah, and I mean you're talking about people that work 6 days a week wide open,
Right.
and are away from their families and everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's tough.
Yeah, we ended with a good story though, at least.
This is true.
I like that.
Connectivity at its best. Hopefully.
If he would have hit us with a negative tip of the week at the end.
Oh. Now I'm depressed, Joe. Yeah, give me some good TikToks to watch.
Okay, well here's one.
Give me some new stickers on my phone.
There you go. Can you help me get verified, please?
Yes, we'll work on that after
I
the
need a
show.
little ego pump. A little ego boost.
I was gonna say you have an itch for a blue check mark. Look in your eyes, so I can see.
Yeah,
They will be verified by the end of the week.
not likely.
Joe, thanks as always for the prize that we give away each.
Oh, you're very
race.
welcome.
Who got it this time?
I wasn't looking. Marie handled all that, and I was doing something else. But
Kudos to
we'll have a picture up on Facebook soon.
Nice.
People love that smart scale. They get excited for that.
Oh, that's
The
awesome.
wise smart scale.
I'm just gonna say I do not get excited to get on the scale.
Well, no, you might
I'm
be
glad there
excited
are
to
people-
get the scale, but getting on the scale is a different situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm glad there are people out there that like it when they get on the scale. Like, heck yeah, making progress. I am not on that train. So,
Does the smart scale offer like can it?
lie to me and just tell me
Yeah.
I'm losing weight each week.
Yeah.
This is the increments I want to go in, like a quarter of a pound a week. Let's go. Make
Yeah.
this happen, scale.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking great.
Yeah.
Ignore the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna show them to you.
No numbers show
You
up. It's
just
just
walk away being happy.
just
Yeah.
a positive message.
Yeah. You're doing great. That's it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bloody brilliant.
Yes. Yes.
A scale.
$1 million idea. The
Yeah.
the positive scale. It's a
Positive
positivity
scale.
scale. Yeah. It shows no weight. It always just gives you something positive to think about. I like it.
Keep working.
You can do this. Yeah.
Crap. I got one of those.
But I feel better.
Try harder. You got the whole week to look forward to.
Yeah.
You can still do this.
Yeah.
It's only Monday.
Yeah.
How funny would that be? Throw in some sarcastic ones.
Yeah. Well, no,
Things can still look up.
Yeah.
Look for positive news elsewhere, please.
Maybe weight loss isn't your thing.
Find the first grader spelling bee. Say, how you doing that?
Look at some other hobbies, maybe.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about woodworking?
Okay, so now we have to have two different models. We have to have that model and then the positive model.
Yeah, take your pick. You want sarcasm, or would you rather just deal with the, lie to you until you feel better about yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How fun would that be? I would get on that scale. Lay it on me.
Yeah, what are you gonna hit me with today?
And of course, you have to make it like internet connected so you can send out updates to like send new insults because people would get visually
Oh,
tired of
yeah.
it.
Well, I was saying you only need 365
True.
because you could still do the whole, I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
check
no.
my weight in the afternoon.
No.
Same
no.
message, pal. Try again tomorrow.
No. We can sell updates for new.
Ooh, YouTube TV, and huh?
Yeah. Hey,
Have celebrities that can
yeah, hey,
come on and
Hey, we're going
rip India.
for an extra $5. We'll change the words on the screen from red to blue, and you be blue. You can.
You may not be losing weight, but you're verified.
Yeah.
You now see this message in blue.
all we need is your doctor's report saying.
Insert your social security number, and you don't even have to read the words. We say them out loud.
Yeah.
Man, you're onto an idea there.
Hey,
Justin. I like it.
oh, you guys are improving upon it, taking it.
I mean, we've entertained ourselves for a
Yeah.
good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There's something here.
Yeah.
do a Kickstarter. Let's get it going.
Is that like GoFundMe?
Well, for business ideas,
Okay. I'm in.
for stuff like this.
All right, Justin, you work it up. We're good to go.
Joe will build it. He'll be the technology guy behind it.
Oh boy.
We'll come up with some zingers.
I think that's all I'm good for. We'll have to have somebody that actually can program. and
Don't
do
worry,
it.
people. I'll do the math.
Yeah.
I got the math covered. See, this business is going nowhere fast.
Yeah, Dave's gonna take a new job at the IRS next week.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And right in the middle of tax season, perfect timing.
Yeah. Bloody brilliant.
Yeah. Dave's gonna be the Oprah of the IRS. You get a refund. You get a refund. You get a refund.
You didn't fill anything out? Great.
Yeah.
You get a refund anyway.
I like your smile. You get a refund.
Gosh, that would be funny. You didn't lose weight, but you got a nice smile.
Yeah.
You keep smiling, pal, because that's all you got going for you.
All right, so I'm unofficially trademarking this idea because so help me, if I see this in a store shelf of like Christmas, this was the breeding grounds
Our
for
phones are listening.
Yeah.
You just blooped out.
it. Yeah, there's
everybody.
there's some factory in China like the forum's going, hey, stop production, we got to change it up here.
We're adding a feature, baby.
Yeah.
Gosh, how funny would that
Yeah, if
be?
we price it right, I think it could be a hit. It's kind of like a gag gift that somebody would get for
Do you
somebody
think?
else.
I don't know.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
I don't know to be a gag gift necessarily. It could be, hey, solve some emotional issues for you gift.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
know you're trying hard, but try this scale out.
It's a multi-purpose scale.
Yeah, I like the different models too, like the real positive one and the other one.
Gosh. Wouldn't it be bad though if you ordered a real positive and it had a little glitch and it's like,
Got a bad update.
yeah.
Just
all of a
give
sudden
up.
It's like, but you got a nice smile, chunky monkey. You're like, what? What did it just say? Where's my good message?
Yeah.
What? My whole morning is ruined.
Yeah. But I have a nice smile.
Can you imagine going into work and being like, I don't know what happened, but my scale called me chunky monkey. But it said I have a nice smile. You guys think it's okay? What's going on here? And everybody be like, yeah, you got a nice smile.
Yeah.
What about the check? Don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
You got a nice smile. It's like an
Bless your little heart.
Yeah, it's like an episode of Andy Griffith when
Yeah.
they're asking about when they're taking Gomer out on a date. So what's she like? She's nice.
Yeah.
Is she pretty? She's real nice. So she's pretty. Oh, she's very, very nice.
Oh, man. All right, that's our idea for the day.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Okay, so for everybody, if if you need any information, especially on this scale idea, Joe, how do they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
And the phone number, Justin?
927-3588.
Attaboy. That's the only way we're ever going to remember it, I think, to force ourselves to. Anyway, all right, well, we really appreciate everything AM Digital Technology is doing behind the scenes. Of course, powering all our stuff here at Patch, and also supporting all our community events and people, because, somebody want a scale minus the cool words and affirmations, daily affirmations, but, one day. But we appreciate everything Joe and Cena do at AM Digital Technologies. Make sure you shop local, folks. We got a bunch of neat local stores here, and take advantage of that and support them here in our community. We'll be back next week with more. So for myself, Justin, and Joe, we'll be back next week.